Good evening, SFL fanatics. Welcome to Mexico City for tonight's game between the Aztecs and the visiting Bossier City Steamers. Good evening, everyone. Chad Rowland here in the play-by-play booth for you tonight. And with me is none other than Petey Zeller. Petey, how you doing tonight, Pete?
I'm doing very good, Chad, and I'm looking forward to this matchup. Looking at this game, I think there's a lot of pressure on Bossier City to come out and get a signature win. They're 4-2 on the year. They already have one more win than they had in their entirety of last season, but they have the worst strength of schedule in the league up to this point. This is a chance for them to get their best win of the season.
Yeah, definitely. And I can tell you that last week against Albuquerque, they did not look great, losing by 23-3. Anything on the Mexico City side of what they need to do tonight?
I think they just got to establish the run game early. We all know they like to run the ball, and I think for them, just getting that established early in the game will be a big thing.
All right, so it looks like Bossier City will be receiving the kick. And everybody here at Estadio Matt Wilson going insane for tonight's game. As you can see, Mexico City in their all blacks, as Bossier City in their white and blue pants. And the game is underway here down in Mexico City, as this will be received from the 12. As it's going to get past the 25, they're going to mark him at the 25. And that is going to bring out the 11th season veteran, former season 14 Offensive Rookie of the Year, Johnny Pickler.
Yeah, Pickler's got to have a good game.
So first and 10 here from the 25. I spread look here for Bossier City. They are going to send the fullback Speedy Gonzalez offset, as Rob Noel is going to get the first carry of the game, and it's going to go nowhere. Let's go through this offense, as Johnny Pickler is the quarterback. Rob Noel, Rom Nemesek is the halfback. Speedy Gonzalez the fullback. Vin Calia, Jeff Banfield, Dave Axis are your wide receivers. Adam Williams and Garrison Blue are your tight ends. Yogi Barr, Jacob Reed, Anthony Anderson, Byron Oden, and Jukin Rukin make up the offensive line, as Johnny Pickler's going to go straight up the middle and carry it on his own and get a gain of 8 on the run.
Yeah, I like the quick decision there by Pickler. He felt the pocket collapsing on both sides, and with no hesitation, stepped right up and got a quick, easy 8 yards.
Yep, Johnny Pickler in his first season here after coming over from the Ramblers. And it's going to be 3rd and 2. This crowd is trying to will this to be stopped, and they have done that right there. Jeffrey Daggs with the stop there, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, great job there by the 5-time All-Star safety. But that was just a good defensive plan there for Mexico City. Now they're going to get the ball back after a 3-and-out.
Jeffrey Daggs showing one of the reasons why he is the Hall of Famer. And this crowd, I'm telling you, it is hard to hear in the booth tonight, as this punt is underway here, as Mexico City will receive that from about the 20-yard line. They're going to get up to about the 30. They're going to mark him at the 32. And that is going to bring out the 6th season veteran, 5 seasons here in Mexico City, Jordan Sight.
Yeah, curious to see what they can do. And as I mentioned in the pregame, I really want to see them establish the run early. I think this defense for Bossier City is susceptible to the run, and we know Mexico City can run the ball really well.
Yeah, Mexico City has the guy to do it. Ray Bentley in the backfield along with Jacob Morrison there. Ray Bentley, former season 9 MVP as well. So offset eye here for Mexico City, 1st and 10. As Van Dam goes from one side to the other. There's the handoff. It is going to be Bentley with the first carry of the game, and that's going to be a gain of 5 on the run.
Good job by Bentley there, getting a few extra yards after contact, turned what could have been only a 1-yard gain into a solid 5-yard first down gain.
Yep, Bentley been doing it for quite some time here. 16 seasons in the SFL. All of them have been here in Mexico City. 2nd and 5, heavy eye set. As Sipe drops back for his first pass. Going to look deep down over the middle. It's going to be overthrown, incomplete, intended for the tight end, Bill Henry.
Yeah, he had a clean pocket there. I don't know if maybe he thought he was going to cut inside or if he just misjudged the throw there, but a little miscommunication.
Yeah, it could have been a little bit of a pressure. Maybe he felt something coming. Who knows? But it is going to be 3rd and 5. Early test here for the Aztecs. Bunch set at the top of your screen. Sipe rolls out to his left. He's got time. Looking over the middle. Finds his man. It's going to be a first down. That's Jason Bartley.
That was a great catch in traffic there. That was not an easy one by any means, but he was able to come down with it.
Yeah, just a nice play there. As you see him coming over the middle, Zach Holdorf right there on the coverage as well, and just gets the catch. So 1st and 10 for Mexico City. They extend the drive as they're going to go to the offset eye, 3-wide set. Sipe hands it off. It's going to be Bentley, and he's not going to get very far. That's going to be just a gain of a couple.
Yeah, good job there on the outside protecting the run. I like what we're seeing from Mexico City right now, though. They're really switching it up. We've seen play action, we've seen passing from the pocket, and we've seen a couple runs. Really a good variety.
Yeah, you said you wanted to see them establish the run early, and 2 carries so far is doing that on this drive. 2nd and 8. Sipe drops back, pocket plenty of time, and look at the one-on-one action there. Was able to make that catch. That's Noah Terrazas.
That was a fantastic catch, and I tell you one thing we're seeing here early, Chad, these receivers for Mexico City, they're getting physical with these defensive backs, and as the game wears on, that can really take a toll on a defense.
I mean, that's one-on-one going up against Mickey McGuire, who's, has been in this league for quite some time and can shut down some wide receivers, and that was an impressive play there by Terrazas, showing that strength. 1st and 10. 3 wide as Sipe drops back short. Oh, that was thrown maybe just behind him there. 2nd down.
I will say, we haven't seen Sipe be greatly accurate here early on in this game. That's the 2nd missed throw there by him, and maybe a little early game jitters out of Sipe here.
Yeah, Sipe has been 58% completion percentage on the season. That's 9th in the SFL. As it is going to be a 3-wide set here out of the doubles formation. 2nd and 10. As Sipe drops back, he's got plenty of time looking down the field. That's going to be caught. That's going to be caught by Noah Terrazas, and that's going to be a touchdown for Mexico City.
Wow, what a catch there. For a second, I thought that one was about to go the other way. It looked like it was about to be picked off there by Zach Holdorf, but somehow Terrazas came down with it, and that was a house call. Wow, what a great play.
Yeah, just nice play. The offensive line holding. I mean, and you were right. I mean, it looked like actually Bob Funk was the one that tried to jump out in front of that, PD, but Noah Terrazas makes the impressive catch and takes it to the house.
Yeah, Funk was right there. If he got there just a half second earlier, he might have taken that the other way to the house.
Yeah, absolutely, because he had some daylight in front of him as well. And that is going to bring out Chaz Blackwater here for the kick. It is up and good. So Mexico City on their first drive strikes here on a 7-play, 67-yarder. And Mexico City with the early lead, 7-0.
I like that. You're at home. You're the favorite in this game. Take the lead early and put the pressure on Bossier City now to come back and answer.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as a home team, as you mentioned, you want to establish that and want to be the first one to score. They absolutely do. Get that crowd into it as well, because it has just been vibrating this entire time we've been here, as it is going to be received from the 6-yard line. Bossier City with another opportunity to come back on offense, and they're going to be down at the 28-yard line. Pink Lisa with the return.
So Bossier City.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 28. As Pickler's going to hand that off to Rob Noel on the outside, and that's going to get a gain of 4.
Yeah, no.
Second and 6 here. Heavy offset eye for Bossier City. As Garrison Blue is going to be the man in motion. From the 32, Pickler drops back short looking, and he's going to find it. I was in and out of the hands, and that's going to be intercepted. What a play. What concentration by the linebacker. He's going to take that down to the 10, inside the 10. And that was John Osiris there with the interception. What a play.
Wow, what a crazy play there, and a great job, just great reaction there to even get his hands on that ball.
I mean, look at the concentration there. Fantastic.
I like here, too. Pickler was trying to get him out of bounds, and he had a hard time doing that even.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like I don't know if that was a slow foot race or not between Osiris and Johnny Pickler there, but Pickler was able to just barely get him out of bounds, so he possibly could have saved 7 points. Let's see if Mexico City is able to punch this in from the 8-yard line. Sipe on a draw. It's going to be up the middle, and Bentley does not get very far. It's not going to be any gain on the play.
Mexico City feeling like they have a fantastic opportunity right now to take complete control of this game early on, and it has to be a hard feeling. Mexico City with a good opportunity here.
Yeah, and really, I mean, you know, that went right through the hands of Garrison Blue. He's always sure-handed, but just made the mental mistake there of just dropping that, and Osiris made him pay. 2nd and goal. Sipe drops back. Pressure gets to him. He's going to take on his own. He's going to slide just short of the end zone. And don't know if he had the strength to be able to take that in himself or not, Petey.
He made a business decision.
He did.
He decided that, we'll let Bentley get it.
It's kind of like that old Major League movie where Roger Dorn didn't want to take ground balls. It's not in his contract, right?
Exactly.
3rd and goal, heavy eye set here, looking to punch it in. And they're going to hand this off to Ray Bentley, and nobody's going to touch him. That's going to be another touchdown here for Mexico City.
Yeah, it doesn't get much easier than that. He could have crawled in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think Bossier City's defense was able to they thought he was going to crash in the middle. Ray Bentley, smart, 16-season veteran, can see that with his vision and take that in on the outside there. Just a beautiful run by Ray Bentley as Blackwater coming back out here to kick the extra point. And good snap, good hold. The kick is up and good. So Mexico City, after the mistake by Garrison Blue, and Bossier City takes the 14-0 lead.
And just like that, Bossier City deep in the hole now, and they're going to have to try to find a way to dig themselves out of this.
Yep, you are absolutely right, Petey. They are going to have to do that. As that is going to be taken just inside, almost inside the goal line, as Pete Lisa gets it out past the 20, up to the 23. So Johnny Pickler, you know, had a great throw there. It looked like to Garrison Blue, but it just went right through his hands and caused the interception.
Yeah, that was really no fault of his own. Like you said, it was a good throw. It hit his receiver in the hands. Unfortunately, the hands of his receiver were not true when he needed them to be.
Yep, and that was his only pass attempt so far here, as it is 1st attempt for the 23. They are going to hand it off to Rob Noel. He's going to try to get to the outside. He does get some room out there. It's going to be a gain of 5.
Yeah, good strong carry right there. And, you know, good blocking so far for Bossier City in the run game. I've seen really good run blocking up to this point. Those big guys are creating lanes here for Noel. It just has not paid off due to a couple mistakes by the offense.
Yeah, 3 carries for 4 yards so far for Rob Noel. 2nd and 5. Heavy offset eyes are going to send Garrison Blue out on the outside. And there's going to be the handoff, and this time it's Nemesek, as he's going to get maybe just a couple yards as John Fowler makes the tackle.
Yeah, Fowler and company quickly clogged up that hole, and there was no opportunity for Noel to make a play there. So 3rd and 3, playbook's wide open. You can pass it, you can run it. Let's see what they do.
Yep, let's see what they do here. Heavy eye set. This crowd getting into it early here in the first quarter. 3rd and 3 for Bossier City. They're going to hand it off to Rob Noel. He's going to get the first down. Oh, they're going to actually mark him short, Petey. I'm not sure about that. I think Bossier City will challenge.
Yeah, I'd get the challenge flag out, absolutely. Yeah, there we go. They have to challenge
there it is.
That. I thought he had it by a good yard.
Yeah, he looked like he had it there. Garrison Blue throwing the flag out. As let's go ahead and take a retroactive look at the play. Get your console by playing SFL on the go at GoRetroid.com. As
so let's see.
It's clear.
He has that by a yard and a half. That has to be overturned. Look at this. Look at the stick. It's not the line. It's the stick. And I mean, that ball is clearly past the stick.
Yeah, not sure exactly what they thought there, but let's hear the call. Yep, they are going to overturn it, so Bossier City will not be charged a timeout. Good call there by Garrison Blue, the head coach, to throw the flag. As Mexico City just was hoping they'd not see what he actually did cross the line.
Yeah, and that one wasn't even close. But interestingly enough, Bossier City's just been running the ball hard here early. We haven't seen a lot of Pickler trying to throw.
Yeah, he's only thrown one time, and that resulted in that interception by Osiris. 1st and 10. 2 wide set here. It's going to be a handoff to Noel, as he's going to get just a yard on the play.
That was a great job tackling there by the Mexico City defense, and it's hard to do. He is a very fast back, is Noel, just to bring him down like that when he had a step.
Yep, Yolia with the tackle there, 2nd and 9, as it is going to be Noel again, and this time Fowler's right there, and he gets a yard on the play.
All right, so this is probably Johnny Pickler time now on 3rd and 8. They've been trying to establish the run, and they've established the run pretty well up to this point, but 3rd and 8, this is time to put the ball in Pickler's hands and have him make a play for you.
Yeah, I mean, when you got targets like Van Callia, Jeff Banfield, and Dave Axis, along with Garrison Blue, I mean, you got some dependable targets. 3rd and 8, quads look, Pickler drops back, looking, pressure gets over the backside, it's going to be incomplete, intended for Dave Axis, and that's going to be 4th down.
That was just a little bit too high. It wasn't a terrible throw, but about half a foot too high for Axis. And yeah, it's going to be a punt situation here for Bossier City. And very early in this game, we're only 7 minutes into this game, and they're in murky waters in this thing already.
Yeah, and one of the things, too, was that was some great coverage there by the Mexico City defender as well. Dave Axis was just glued on him. As Bossier City's going to have to punt this away again, as they're going to take this from about the 13-yard line, as that's going to be up the middle there. He's got some little break on the outside, past the 30, and good return there on the punt. Sets up Mexico City with some nice field position.
So Mexico, it's very funny. We talked early before the game, Chad. We talked about how Bossier City was going to want to pass a lot, and we probably going to want to see Mexico City want to run the ball. It's kind of been the opposite. On the first drive for Mexico City, we saw them pass a lot, and Bossier City's been trying to run the ball. So let's see if on this drive Mexico City starts getting Bentley going and try to really establish that run game.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, and one thing we haven't really called tonight, which maybe we will here on this drive, is going to be Jacob Morrison, the other running back who does a pretty good job this season as well. But it is going to go to Ray Bentley here on the run, and it's going to be no gain on the play.
And I will say, and part of the reason the Aztecs haven't really established the run already in this game, Bossier City's defended it pretty well. You can tell they game planned for this during the off week, and they have been trying to stop the run. They've been doing a good job of it, kind of forcing them to pass.
Yeah, Bossier City, 10th in the SFL in rush defense this season. Sipe drops back, looking over the middle. He finds his man. That's going to be a 1st down. That is Jared Dumas with the catch.
Wow, what a game these receivers are having so far for Mexico City. It does not matter that Bossier City's stomping out the run, because anytime Sipe throws it down the field, it's just being caught in traffic every single time. These receivers are beating the defensive backs.
Yeah, I mean, right there you had Zach Holdorf that was playing center field along with Bob Funk that was tailing him, and just found the perfect window there. Sipe did to Dumas, as that's going to be 1st and 10 from the Bossier City side of the field. 3 wide set out of the eye. Sipe drops back. He's going to check it down to the fullback. That's Buford Van Dam, the big truck guy coming through. Look at this, getting past the 20, down to the 25-yard line. What a piece of running there by Buford Van Dam.
Wow, that was a beautiful play there by Van Dam, and I love this. They come out in the I formation, so the defense naturally is expecting them to run the ball, and they just run that little screen to the outside pretty much to Van Dam, and the big fella does a good job shaking off the defensive back and getting an extra 10 yards after contact.
Yeah, poor Michaela Foraker. She had no chance, I think, against Buford Van Dam on that one, as he just looked like a diesel truck just trying to roll through there. 1st and 10, bunch set at the bottom of the screen for Mexico City. Sipe is going to hand it off. It is going to be Morris's first carry of the game. He's going to get a gain of 3 on the run.
A good solid gain there. Really wasn't much more for Morrison down the field. He just had to take what he could get there. So that'll set up a 2nd down and 7 now for this offense.
Yep, and this run game has been working so far for Mexico City. There's going to be a draw play. It's going to go to Ray Bentley as he gets past the 20, and Mexico City 3rd and 4 inside of the red zone. And PD, in talking earlier on the field with OC Mike Daggs, he said the goal in practice this week was to focus on that run game, and we're definitely seeing it here.
Yeah, and 3rd and 4, playbook wide open. They could run the ball here if they'd like, although I am expecting a pass in this formation.
Yep, 3rd and 4, I do as well, and you are correct, Petey. Sipe drops back, he's going to look over the deep into the back of the end zone, incomplete. Might have been in his hands, not sure. Noah Terrazas, incomplete.
Well, on the other side of the field, he had Jason Bartley wide open, streaking down there in the end zone. He just must not have looked that way in time, and this will set up a field goal attempt, and man, just hit him in the helmet.
Yep, just right off the helmet or the shoulder pad there, but it looked like the helmet, as that is going to bring out what should be Chaz Blackwater coming up here for the kick. So this is on the right hash, 35-yard field goal attempt here by Blackwater. As a good snap, and the kick is up, and it is good. So Mexico City extending their lead even more here, as it is now 17-0.
And that is a 3-possession lead now for Mexico City. And, you know, Bossier City, it's hard on them now because we're not even out of the first quarter yet, and they're already down 3 possessions. And when you get down this much, you start to kind of abandon the run a little bit and start to try to force things down the field. It's so early in the game, though, I think Bossier City just needs to stay true to their game plan and just slowly dig their way out of this hole.
Yep, as Dave Axis this time will take the kick as he gets it down to the 30-yard line. So far, Mexico City, 136 total yards of offense. Bossier City, 25. So maybe this drive will get them going here. Maybe they made some adjustments on the side, Petey.
They have to. They have to. I will say, I've liked what I've seen out of the run game up to this point. They've gotten some solid runs, but they have not established a pass whatsoever.
Speedy Gonzalez in the backfield, 3-wide set. They are going to hand it off to the fullback, Speedy, as he gets maybe 2. They're going to give him 3 yards. It's going to be second down.
That was a good carry there. That could have easily been nothing, and he pushed forward for an extra 3 yards. So a good job there, getting a little bit more than the defense was offering.
Yeah, and they were really, I mean, he was fighting his way through there, too, to get those 3 yards, as Pickler's going to drop back. He's going to look down to the left-hand side. It's going to be caught. This time it is caught by Garrison Blue. That's going to be a first down.
Likely the last play of the first quarter here, but a good catch by Blue. And as we head to the second quarter, hopefully this can help Bossier City get some momentum.
Yeah, so Johnny Pickler completing his first pass of the game here at the end of the first quarter on a nice little route there by Garrison Blue. As that is going to do it here for the first quarter. Mexico City coming out hot, 17-0. We'll be right back here on the Virtual Football Network. And we are back here in Mexico City. Chad Rowland, Petey Zeller in the booth. As Corey Mentor and DJ Kilgannon in the stats truck. Thank you, gentlemen, for all your work. As Cameron Irvine pulling double duty tonight, doing production and game calling at the same time. So props to you, Cam, for all the work. As Pickler's going to toss that to the outside. It's going to go to Rob Noel. Fowler there to make the tackle. Gain of 3 on the play.
Good little 3-yard carry there. And the blocking on the left side has been the stronger point of blocking so far in this game for Bossier City. They've had more success running out that way. That time, though, just not a lot of real estate to work with.
Nope, and this crowd's getting into it. Line shifts over to the right. 2nd and 7. As Calia, who has 1 target tonight. No catches so far. As Pickler going to hand it off. It is going to be Nemechek as he gets just about almost to the first down. They're going to mark him short. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
All right, so this is a situation where I'd say probably give it to Noel and see what he can make happen for you here. You only need a yard, so probably run right up the gut, I'd say.
Yeah, I would say Noel would be the guy you want. The defense shifts to try to maybe cover the outside. It is Rob Noel. He does get that first down as Fowler makes a stop, and Bossier City moves the chains.
Good carry there, and, you know, the defense knew it was coming at them, but nothing they could do to stop it. A good drive so far for Bossier City as they're starting to work deep into Mexico City territory.
Yep, best drive so far tonight. As it is going to be first attempt. Pickler drops back. He's going to have to take it on his own. He just spins and gets the first down. He's going to slide to protect himself, and he gets the first down here for Bossier City.
That was a nifty bit of running for Pickler. I mean, look at this right here. He steps up in the pocket, nothing's open, makes a spin move I don't even know if he had to make, and slides down for the first down. A good first down carry for the quarterback, Pickler.
Got to shout out Juke and Rukin on that block there as the free defender was coming around the backside and was able to pick that up to give Pickler that time to run out. Pickler drops back. Pressure was coming to him, but Garrison Blue, he checks it down, and it's going to be a 5-yard gain, 2nd down.
And that's part of what makes Johnny Pickler such a good quarterback. He looked down the field. Nothing was open deep down the field. Pressure was getting to him. So he's took the easy 5-yard reception and keeps the offense moving down the field.
Yep, 2nd and 5. Heavy offset eye here for Bossier City. They are going to hand it off to Rob Noel, and Mexico City was right there to make the stop. And that's going to be an interesting 3rd and 4 here, Petey.
Yeah, 3rd and 4. I'd say you probably got to go to the air here. We haven't seen them really run. They've been getting a lot of 3-yard carries, nothing 4-yard territory. I'd say they probably got to try to pass here. We'll see.
Yep, Bossier City, look for Garrison Blue here. He's made 2 catches already here tonight. Pickler drops back. He's going to roll it to his right. Pressure comes to him. He's going to throw across the body. There is Garrison Blue. That was a dangerous throw, but was able to make it happen. First down, Steamers.
Yeah, it was just a great job of knowing where the first down markers were and getting that first down. Good job by Bossier City. Will keep the drive alive with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, normally you don't want to throw across the body like that, but Pickler with that arm strength can make a lot of good throws happen, as they are going to send a man in motion. That is Jeff Banfield. Have not called his name tonight. As Pickler drops back, he's going to look in the middle. That is gone. That is a touchdown for Bossier City. That is Adam Williams, his first target with his first touchdown.
A great job there by Williams, just making that catch, got himself open, streaking down the field, and Johnny Pickler put it right where it had to be, and Bossier City needed that desperately. This game was starting to slip out of their hands, but they'll get on the board with a touchdown, and now the defense is going to have to go out there and try to get a stop.
I'm sure watching Adam Williams streak up the middle there and getting the touchdown brought a tear to Mike Daggs' eye, as that is going to be kick is up and good, as Bossier City cuts that lead a little bit here. Now it is 17-7. And the 2025 SFL convention kicks off in the league's 25th anniversary season, July 10th to the 14th. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, looking out into Baltimore's Inner Harbor. You can reserve your room now at the special group rate at simfl.net, as Morris is going to return that kick and plows over a defender and gets the ball to the 30-yard line, as Mexico City will take over.
You know, for Bossier City, I think this is an important game for them. Not even to win, just stay competitive in it. Last year, they were a 3-win team. They already have more wins than last year with 4 right now, but they haven't beat any quality teams so far, and they got absolutely dominated by Albuquerque last week. They hear the chatter around the league, I'm sure. They just need to keep this game competitive to shift the narrative around this team, I think.
Yep, there was a little bit of chatter last week about Bossier City, and about they finally faced the team and lost, so they're trying to make up for it here. A Sipe on the draw. Ray Bentley up the middle. Great run there by the veteran. A gain of 9.
Good quality run there by Bentley. I mean, just that first step. Look at this. He just shoots out of that gap and gets 9 yards before he can even blink. And that sets up a nice 2nd and 1, maybe a chance to take a shot down the field here for the offense.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they do that. It would be the perfect time to try it, as it is going to be Joker set here. As Sipe on a quarterback draw takes it and gets the first down. That was a unique play call there by OC Mike Daggs, and it worked.
Yeah, that one, I thought he was about to go back and hand it off, but then he just kind of juked himself out and picked up the quick yard. So 1st and 10 for the offense.
Yeah, must have saw the opening there created by the offensive line and took it. Sipe drops back. He's going to roll it to his left. He's got time. That was tipped away. Incomplete. That was intended for Dumas, as Zach Holdorf tipped it away.
Great job by Holdorf getting a hand on that, because if he didn't, he was wide open down the field, and that probably would have went for about 20, 30 yards. So really good job by Holdorf there stopping that.
Yep, Zach Holdorf, 10-season veteran, a former All-Star back in season 19. As Bunch said here at the top, Sipe drops back, pressure coming from the edge, and tipped away again, incomplete. As it's going to be 3rd and 10, Michaela Foraker with the deflection.
Yeah, she got her hands on that. I almost thought she was going to take that the other way. That would have been a huge play for the Bossier City defense. But nonetheless, it's 3rd and 10. If they can get a stop here, momentum's starting to feel like it's on their side.
Yeah, absolutely here. They've made some pretty good adjustments so far in the second quarter. 3rd and 10. Big test here for the Aztec offense. Pressure maybe coming up the middle. Sipe rolls out to his left, looking, or rolls out to his right. Finds it. Is incomplete. Tipped away. Intended for Bartley. This time, Bob Funk getting in on the deflection party.
Yeah, that's 2 probably should have been interceptions there for the Bossier City defense. But nonetheless, they're going to force the punt, and it's just about as good as getting the interception anyway. So Bossier City gets a huge stop. Now, if they can go down the field and get some points, they can make this a 1-possession game.
K.L. Barrett Jr. punting it away, as that is going to bounce into the end zone, and Bossier City will take that on the 20-yard line. And right now, PD, I think if you're Bossier City, this is a drive that you really want to score on as well.
Yeah, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be a touchdown. A field goal makes this a 7-point game. If you're Bossier City, you just want to go down the field and make this a one-possession game before halftime. I believe Mexico City does get the ball at the half, so just closing that gap is important here.
Yep, so 1st and 10 from the 20. As Pickler, short drop, he's going to look over the middle, and that is going to be Garrison Blue there on the slant route, and that's a gain of 8.
Tell you, Garrison Blue has been the safety valve so far for Pickler in this game. Any time where he doesn't like what he sees down the field, he's just checking it down to Blue, and Blue's done a good job of making good on that.
Yeah, Blue had that one drop that turned into an interception, but after that, he's caught every target so far. As Pickler's going to hand that off to Rob Noel, and right there to make the tackle was Yolila, as that was a big hit there, 1st down for Bossier City.
Good start to this drive. Between the last drive and the start of this drive, we're seeing Bossier City play with a little bit more confidence than we were early in this game.
1st and 10. BCS hands it off to Nemechek, as that's going to be a nice run there, and they're going to give him just short of the 1st down, gain of 9.
What a great job by Nemechek there. Just put the shoulder pads down. That was only going to be about a 3 or 4 yard carry, but look at this. Gets some contact, puts the shoulder pads down, and trucks forward for an extra 4 or 5 yards to make it 2nd and inches.
It's not easy to make Jeffrey Daggs miss a tackle, but Nemechek did right there. As now the playbook is wide open here for BCS, 2nd and inches. Looking like they're probably going to go back to the well, and that's Rob Noel, as that is going to be a 1st down, as Daggs right there makes the hit, and Bossier City moves the chains.
Yeah, they needed a yard, and they got about a yard and a half there. And that will pick up the 1st down and keep this drive alive, as Bossier City is getting closer and closer to Mexico City territory, taking some time off the clock. A perfect drive so far.
That 1st and 10 here for BCS. Hands it up and goes nowhere, as Evan Miller right there with the hit. That's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, Nemechek tried to shoot the gap there, but there wasn't much of a gap to shoot. And yeah, that will unfortunately lead to a 2nd and 10 here for this offense.
Yep, Pickler, short drop. He's going to look incomplete, intended for Garrison Blue, but Mexico City was all over that play.
Yeah, he was double covered there and really didn't have any separation. The ball was a little bit high anyways, and they'll set up a 3rd down and 10 here. Johnny Pickler going to have to find a good throw.
Yep, 3rd and 10. Bunch set formation. As this crowd's getting into a Pickler. He's got time. Drops back, looking over the middle. That is going to be intercepted. That's John Fowler. He's going to take it to the 40. Past the 30. Tries to beat Johnny Pickler, but Pickler again making the tackle down to the 23-yard line, and Mexico City takes over.
That was the worst possible scenario for Bossier City. He forced a throw over the middle of the field where guy never really got open, and Fowler did a good job here of just kind of watching Pickler's eyes and forcing the interception there. And now that sets up Mexico City in great territory with a chance to get more points on the board before halftime. That was worst case scenario for Bossier City.
Yeah, and I mean, as you said, he was watching his eyes. I just don't think Johnny Pickler even saw him standing in the middle of the field there. Tried to go to Jeff Banfield, and Fowler made him pay. 3 wide set here from the 23-yard line. Van Dam's going to motion to the offset. Sight hands it off. Ray Bentley trying to get to the outside. He's got some room there. He's going to get past the 20, past the 10. They're going to stop him. Michaela Foraker saves a touchdown, and that's going to be 1st and goal for Mexico City.
Wow, Bentley just with a head of steam there shakes off the defender and uses his speed to burst down the sideline, and just an impressive run there. Look at this. Gets hit pretty hard, stiff arms him to the ground, and uses that speed to get all the way down to, I think he gets taken out of bounds to the 1-yard line. And while Mexico City is in business here.
I know wide receivers want to try to catch the ball and they want to progress all these stats towards being all-stars and big celebrities, but run blocking is a key, as you can see right there. Beautiful blocking there by the wide receivers of Mexico City. 1st and goal from about the 1.5-yard line, maybe 1 3/4. As Sipe drops back to throw, the pressure getting to him, and that is incomplete. Interesting play call there by the offensive coordinator, Mike Daggs.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to catch the they knew the defense would be expecting the run, and they were. They sent a lot of pressure. Unfortunately, none of their targets got open. He tried to get it in Bill Henry's hands, but Henry was just heavily covered there.
Yep, give it to the man, Ray Bentley. He got you there. Let him take it home. First or second and goal. As Henry is going to be now the man in motion. Sight. Hands it off. It is going to be Bentley, and he stretches in there for a touchdown. What a stretch by Ray Bentley.
Yeah, he just stuck the ball out there, and he knows where the goal line is. A 16-year veteran, former MVP, two-time Offensive Player of the Year. Trust me, Chad, he knows where the goal line is.
Yeah, just look at the stretch right there. Bentley getting that ball across the goal line. Beautiful, beautiful run there by Ray Bentley. And Mexico City, after Bossier City responded with their touchdown, Mexico City gets that lead right back even more than it was before, as they are going to set up for the extra point here. As the kick is up, and it is good. So Mexico City extending this even more into a 3-score lead, as it is now 24-7.
And what a good job there by Mexico City taking advantage of the turnover. And that's how quickly a game can change, right? Bossier City had a good drive going. They were going down the field. We thought they might make this a one-possession game before halftime. And just like that, one bad play from Pickler, and now we're talking about a 17-point gap going into the second half possibly.
Yep, so Bossier City receiving it from the own end zone. Dave Axe is going to try to bring it out here. Breaks the tackle there with the spin move, but was taken and down to the 28-yard line. So Bossier City here, this is an opportunity here to try to cut the lead, PD. Are they going to be aggressive or try to maybe just run this out into the halftime?
I don't know your opinion, Chad, but in my opinion, you have to be aggressive here. Mexico City gets the ball at halftime. You cannot afford to possibly go down 31-7 in this game. You got to go down the field, and you got to try to get a touchdown, I think, at this point. You have 3 minutes. That's a lot of time with all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, they've had a very conservative game plan so far here in this first half. When they've tried to go deep, that's when it's cost them with 2 interceptions. It's Rob Noel trying to take it to the outside, but Mexico City right there to make the play. It's going to be second down.
And, you know, it's funny that they've been conservative because, I mean, this is a top 10 passing attack in the SFL. And they're actually first in the SFL with 9.1 average yards per pass play. It's surprising they haven't tried to throw the rock a little bit more.
Yeah, that was one of the notes that I brought up in pregame, was I thought the matchup be Pickler versus this Mexico City secondary, but it is not, as they've been more running the football, as Pickler drops back, and picked up good block there, and it was in the hands, but it looked like it was knocked out. That was Gerard Brody there with the deflection. Good play there, third down.
Yeah, and that's a tough one. I mean, he knew he was going to get hit, but sometimes you just got to take the hit and bring the ball in there. Unfortunately, he was not able to do that, and that brings up a long third down. Another one of your pregame notes, though, Chad, Bossier City's been very good on third down this year.
Yeah, they definitely have. 6th in the SFL with 58%. As Pickler drops back, he's going to look and deflect it away. Merrick Itera incomplete, and that's going to be 4th down.
And this passing game just has no flow to it. When Pickler is hitting his targets, they aren't bringing it in, and he's been inaccurate at times well tonight. This passing attack just has no flow to it. Now they're going to give Mexico City the ball back with a lot of time before halftime, and this is very murky waters here for Bossier City.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see how aggressive Mike Daggs, the offensive coordinator, wants to be, as Mexico City's going to take that from the 33. They still have the 2-minute warning, PD, and they also still have all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, and they get the ball at halftime here. I mean, if you're Mexico City, if you can go down the field and score here, that might be too deep of a hole for Bossier City to dig out of. And we're pretty early in this game to say that, but I mean, that's a deep hole. And for Bossier City, I mentioned, even if they don't win this game, they need to keep it close to gain the respect of the rest of the league. But right now, that's not looking great.
Got 3 wide set here for Mexico City. As Sight drops back, he's going to look over the middle, and that's going to be Jason Bartley right there with the catch. Bogey Barr was right there on the covers, but Bartley makes a great play to extend the drive.
I don't know how Bartley got that one. I mean, his hands just must have been in the middle of those 2 defenders there and was able to bring it in. A fantastic job for Bartley. Look at, well, you're going to see the aftermath there, but that was not an easy catch by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, we're here at the 2-minute warning, and we'll be right back here on the Virtual Football Network. And we are back here on VFN. Chad Rowland, PD Zeller in the booth with you tonight. Corey Minter, DJ Kilgan, and then the stats truck doing all the hard work while we look good talking about stats. And Cameron Irvine, as we mentioned earlier, pulling double duty. There's a pitch to the outside, but broken up there by the Bossier City defensive line. Good play there. That's Rob Foraker making the stop.
Good stop there, and I'm a little surprised. You can run the ball with all 3 timeouts, but that one right there just never developed. The good job by Bossier City's defense getting to that play.
Yeah, the defensive line right there just kind of blew that up. As it is going to be 2nd and 11. Sight drops back. Pressure coming to him for the backside. He's got to hurry up. He makes a big throw. That's Bill Henry down the middle to the 30-yard line. First down. What a throw by Jordan Sipe.
Beautiful throw and a great job there by Henry getting open down the field. And if he was a little faster, he might have taken that to the house. But nonetheless, that'll get him down to the 30-yard line, already in about field goal range. And Mexico City looking in great shape here.
I mean, just what a play. The pressure was barreling down to you, and that was coming at his face, right? He's a left-handed quarterback. So coming at his face there, Sipes standing still, making the throw to Bill Henry. What a play. 3 wide set here, 1st and 10. Clock coming over, just a minute to go. Ray Bentley trying to run this up, but they're going to get stopped. It's going to be a gain of a yard on the play.
They're going to call their first timeout, which they took about 30 seconds to set up that play. I might have called that timeout a little earlier, but they'll still have 59 seconds and 2 timeouts. Plenty of time here to get down the field.
Yep, so time stopped here, 59 seconds to go. 3 wide set. As Bossier City going to shift around as Bartley moves from one side to the other. Sight drops back. He's going to look and finds Bartley right there. What a route ran by Jason Bartley. And that's a first down and another timeout.
Yeah, they had Bartley come across the field, moved him into the slot, and he just ran a nice little deep outside route and was able to get wide open there. The defense did not account for him.
Yep, so Jason Bartley, 3 catches, 39 yards so far tonight. 3 wide set here for Mexico City. Sight drops back. He's going to look at the end zone. That's caught. Touchdown, Noah Terrazas.
What a first half all these receivers have had for Mexico City, but Terrazas has had a really special first half here. And just a great throw by Sipe. Terrazas gets open in the back of the end zone, and Sipe throws a missile where only he can get it. And Mexico City is going to look to go up 31-7 before the second half, and they're getting the ball at halftime.
Yeah, just what a play. I mean, Mickey McGuire, the one thing you don't want to do is give that inside leverage, and that's exactly what he did, right? Sipe, once he saw Terrazas get that inside leverage, it was just an easy pitch and catch there. As Mexico City extending their lead here in the first half, Petey, 31-7. And this was something that I just did not see coming here in the first half.
I did not see this coming either. This is a lot of points in the first half. And if you're Bossier City here, you have 50 seconds. I kind of feel like you got to be aggressive because this game is getting out of your reach here. If Mexico City gets the ball in the second half, they go down the field and score, that might be all she wrote. I think you kind of have to be aggressive here.
Yep, and people got to remember as well, this is a division game. So both these teams in the South Division, as Mexico City trying to inch up closer to that top, where Albuquerque is sitting at 5-2. And so, yeah, I mean, this is something where let's see what Bossier City tries to do here, right? I mean, they don't get the ball back here in the second half. So let's see if they get aggressive here, Petey, from the 25-yard line. Pickler's going to change the play at the line. 1st and 10. Play clock winding down here. Pickler drops back, pressure coming to him, and he's going to throw, and Vincalia makes the catch. That's his first one of the night.
And they'll call timeout. And last week for Bossier City, I mean, they got dominated by Albuquerque, but it was only 23-3. This one's 31-7 right now, and this would be 2 very ugly losses in a row to divisional opponents. They need to get back in this game and make it closer.
Yep, and definitely need to make some adjustments at halftime. Offense last week didn't do much. This week hasn't done much either. Pickler looking in. He's going to find his man. That's Adam Williams. Gets the first down, and that's going to be their second timeout.
And good passing here. Pickler in this 50-second drill is doing a really good job right now. They're down to just 1 timeout left, though, so they got to be ready to hurry up here.
Yep, one timeout remaining here for Bossier City. They are on the Mexico City side of the field. As Blue is going to now move over to the slot. Pickler drops back. He's going to look and finds Van Calia down the sideline. It's going to be to the 30, maybe to the 27, as Bossier City calls their final timeout.
So Bossier City, they're in a good position now to maybe put points on the board. If even a field goal would make this game closer than it is right now, they are looking for the end zone.
Yep, Johnny Pickler looking for old reliable Van Calia. They're stretching back from their old London days. Pickler drops back. He's looking. He's got time. He's going to throw it down the middle, and it's going to be, incomplete. Intended for Garrison Blue. John Fowler was right there on the coverage.
Garrison Blue's been the favorite target of Pickler tonight. He's looked his way a lot, but that one right there, Blue was just not open over the middle of the field. And fortunately for Pickler, that one just fell to the ground.
Yep, Pickler, one of them quarterbacks that can be very aggressive, has the arm strength to do it. As Pickler drops back, looking, and is going to find Dave Axis here. Break on tackle, trying to get past him, but gets to the 20-yard line. Not sure if he got out of bounds. They're not going to mark him out of bounds, so they're going to have to hurry up. 10 seconds to go. Pickler drops back. Pressure coming to him. He's going to look to the side, and that's going to be caught by Jeff Banfield. And that will be 4th and inches, and the clock will roll into halftime. As you can see, the Mexico City faithful looking excited. That guy kind of looks like Mike Daxo. I don't know. Maybe he's got some twins we don't know about. But we are looking here at halftime as Mexico City up big, 31-7. And Petey, let's talk about the first half.
Yeah, it was the first half that Mexico City really just dominated, and outside of that last drive, the last 50-second drive, Bossier City, known for their pass attack, that pass attack just never got going. It was very inconsistent. Pickler hasn't been great. The receivers haven't been catching balls when they're in their hands, and Mexico City's been firing all cylinders, though. Got to give them props where it's due. Sipe has been phenomenal tonight. All of the receivers and tight ends for Mexico City have been making fantastic plays, and it was a half that was just dominated by Mexico City.
And we'll look at the player of the half. It'll probably end up being Noah Terrazas, and it is 3 catches for Terrazas tonight with 2 touchdowns. And also want to mention Ray Bentley with 11 carries for 44 yards and 2 touchdowns as well. So Mexico City here, after getting the field goal or getting the touchdown there towards the end of the quarter, will get the ball back here in the third quarter, as Bossier City will line this up. And hopefully the coaching staff of Bossier City able to make some adjustments. And hopefully they'll be able to get back into this ball game, as Bossier City will kick this away. As that is going to be deep in the end zone. They're just going to down that. So Mexico City taking it from the 20. As you can see here, team stats, 242 yards. It's just really been just a complete game so far here for Mexico City.
Yeah, and we thought they'd get it going in the running attack, but it's been the passing attack so far. Sipe has played arguably one of his best games this season, and we're only halfway through.
Yep, so here comes Mexico City's offense after that first half. And they're going to hand it off to Ray Bentley as Freddie Trammell right there for the tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8, so a little bit of a 2-yard gain there on first down. If you're Bossier City, you got to get them off the field, and you got to get them off the field quick if they have any shot of coming back in this game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, PD. 2nd and 8. As they are going to toss it to the outside. It is going to be Ray Bentley. Tries to run over Bob Funk, but Funk makes the tackle, and that's going to now set up 3rd and a very interesting 6 yards.
Yeah, likely a passing situation here for Sipe. At the same time, though, you don't want to be too aggressive and accidentally turn the ball over, because you lead by quite a bit here. So let's see what they call.
Yep, they are going to go to the bunch set here, 3rd and 6. Sipe rolling out to his right. He's going to look, and he's going to find Noah Terrazas is going to break that tackle. Michaela Forecker, the only one there, and she makes the tackle. 1st down for Mexico City.
Terrazas has had a fantastic game so far. That's about the 3rd catch he's made in heavy coverage. And he's just, every time he's had to go out there and make a play on the ball, he's made a play on the ball tonight. Great job by him, and that's going to keep the drive alive here for Mexico City.
Yep, 4 catches, 92 yards so far tonight here for Terrazas. As Mexico City extending that drive. It's going to be 1st and 10. as they are going to hand it off here to Ray Bentley as he's going to try to get to the outside, but Bossier City right there to put the clamp on him, and it's going to be 2nd and 5.
Good carry there, and 5 yards keeps the drive moving, so you'll take that all day for Mexico City right now, and for them almost. You're probably going to see them run the ball here more in the second half because I know it's early, but chewing the clock with a lead's never a bad thing.
No, never a bad thing at all. 2nd and 5, heavy eye set here for Mexico City. And they are going to run it this time. It's going to be Jacob Morrison as he's able to break a tackle, getting just short of the first down. And now it is 3rd and 1, PD, in the playbook, once again wide open.
Yeah, and that was a good carry there by Morrison. I thought he was going to get nothing there. He was met at the line of scrimmage, but he just kept moving those feet and got it down to the 1. So we're going to have 3rd and 1 here.
Only Morrison's 2nd carry of the night, but it was a good one for 4 yards. As 3rd and 1, they are going to toss it. It is going to be to Ray Bentley. It makes a nice stiff arm. He's going to try to get to the outside, but Bogey Parr right there gets the first down. And Ray Bentley just putting in work tonight.
I really like that play call by offensive coordinator Mike Daggs. The defense is expecting you just running up the gut, and what do? You do a toss play to the left side, and Bentley pretty much was just one-on-one with that outside defender there, and the former MVP is going to win that battle about every time.
Yeah, absolutely. Ray Bentley knowing what to do in that situation, and he does. Gets the first down and more. As it is going to be 3 wide set, they are going to send Dumas here from one side to the other. As Sight pitches it to the outside, it's going to be Jacob Morrison. He's going to try to get past Trammell. He does, and it's going to be a first down. Gets out of bounds just before the 20-yard line. And Mexico City again extends the drive.
Great running here. And in the first half, we didn't really see Mexico City run the ball a ton. They did, and they were effective when they did. But the second half, so far on this opening drive, they've been really just trying to establish a run here, take time off that clock, and keep things moving as they now move into Bossier City's red zone.
Yeah, I mean, Bossier City's defense has been out there for quite a while, so they're trying to just drain that defense down. 1st and 10, 3 wide set here from Mexico City. As there's a handoff, Bentley trying to get around, but he does not, and they're not going to give him any gain on that play. Zach Holdorf was the first one there to make the stop.
Yeah, Bossier City did a good job there just clogging up the running lane, and that'll create a 2nd down and long situation here, but I think you're going to see Mexico City stick with the running attack here. They've been very effective running the ball this drive, and no reason to let one bad play scare you off it.
Shout out to Indigo Gaming in the chat. Welcome. Been hanging out in a couple streams lately. As Sipes going to drop back. Look who it is, Petey. Noah Terrazas with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, he can party in that end zone. He's having one of the better games of his career up to this point right now. Noah Terrazas, 3 touchdowns, and Mexico City's going to go up potentially 38-7. And if you're Bossier City, I mean, you just have to try to make this game closer.
I mean, just not sure exactly what's going on here, but I mean, I don't know if. I think that Mickey McGuire is probably not going to go order any toast for breakfast because he's been getting burnt like it all day long by Terrazas, as that is now over 100 yards, 113 yards by Noah Terrazas as Chaz Blackwater coming out. And the kick is up and good. So Mexico City up big in this ball game with the score of 38-7. As you're watching Simulation Football League action here on the Virtual Football Network this week, it's SFL tonight through Sunday. The UFL, if you've been checking that out or not, is back Monday and Tuesday. SFLM action returns Thursday, and the SFL Week 9 kicks off on next Friday with these 2 very lovable, beautiful men, Mike and Gerald, at 7:45 Eastern, right here on Exciting Week on VFN as Pink Lisa getting around the 25 down to the 28. And I'm not sure, Petey, if you've been checking out the UFL, but it's looking pretty good.
It is. It's been looking very good. I've actually watched a little bit of it, and it's intriguing. It kind of scratches that itch right now in the springtime. For this game, though, in Bossier City, you're down 38-7. It would take a miraculous comeback to win this game. Likely not going to happen. You just got to work on making the score respectable, because right now you're going to be getting a lot of people around the league probably not believing in you anymore if it stays this way.
1st and 10 from the 28. As there's a handoff to Rob Noel, tries to get to the outside, but bounces back in and gets a gain of 4 on the run.
Yeah, good carry there. And let's talk a little bit about Bossier City, though. Last year, only a 3-win team. They already have 4 wins on the season, and they have a lot more winnable games down the stretch. This is a team that seems to be on the upkick here and turning around this franchise for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. As Pickler's going to hand that off, it is going to be Nemechek this time. He tries to get to the outside with his speed, and he does a little bit, but it's going to be 3rd and 3. And yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, Bossier City has enough talent on this roster, PD, to really, I mean, and they're 4 and 2. Like, it's not like they're, out of anything clearly. I mean, the past couple games have not been really good for them, but they've looked good so far this season.
They have, and they have a lot of time to turn it around. Team, when you're turning it around, you'll have days like this.
Pickler fakes it and tries to get there, but John Fowler takes him down at the first sack of the game. Mexico City been wanting to get pressure all night on Pickler. They finally get home.
That was a good play right there. Got right to him, and that was as easy as a sack will get once he got there. And yeah, Pickler had nothing he could have done there. But yeah, you'll have days like this when you're a team that's trying to turn things around, but they have a lot more winnable games down the stretch. They already have more wins than they had last season. This is a team that is definitely on the up and up, and today's a rough day for them, but I hope they don't hang their heads too low.
Hey, people got to remember here, right now, if Mexico, Bossier City here, I mean, Mexico City's getting the ball back. But, I mean, if they come back, there's always a chance, right? There's always a chance. Season 19, I will bring it up. Season 19, Canton versus Indy, 36-3. Towards the end of the third quarter, Indy comes back and wins 36-33. So it can happen.
Well, this is another thing, too, here for Bossier City. Mexico City is one of the finest franchises in this league, right? They've had a winning season just about every year that they've been in the SFL, and this is always a tough game to play.
And they're the defending champions. We've got to remember that as well. 1st and 10 from the 30. Offset eye. Sipe hands it off. Great. Bentley just puts Freddie Tramble into his own grave. What a run there by Bentley. Second and 4.
Yeah, good carry there. And Mexico City's game plan in the second half is pretty clear. They just want to run the ball, take time off the clock, and they're going to be enjoying this next week, I think, before their next game.
Man, somewhere Freddie Tramble right now singing, "Turn out the lights, the party's over." As he just got bulldozed there by Ray Bentley. Sorry, Freddie, I didn't mean to take your song. Bill Henry coming out to the outside. As Sipe going to hand that off. This time it's going to be Jacob Morrison, and he tries to get the first down. They're going to mark him just short of the first. It's going to be 3rd and inches.
Yeah, and I've been talking a lot about Bossier City and what losing this game like this would mean to them, but let's talk about Mexico City. I mean, this is a dominant victory over a 4-2 football team if things stay the way they are. This is a big win for them.
Yeah, absolutely. If they can continue this and take the win here. But we still got plenty of time in this game. We are still towards the end of the third quarter. Sipe is going to take that himself, and that's going to be a first down. Great play call there by OC Mike Daggs.
That was a fantastic job. That's about the 3rd time I think we've seen Sipe do that so far in this game. And he has just been very, very good at getting those 1 or 2 yards when they need them.
Yep, absolutely. Just a perfect time to call that as Sipe's going to pitch that to the outside. It's going to be Ray Bentley as he breaks one tackle, but Bob Funk there to clean it up, but it's going to be just a gain of 1.
A short gain there, but nothing wrong with that with the way they've been running the ball, and we'll keep that clock turning. That's the big thing for Mexico City here.
Yep, so 2nd and 9 here for the Aztecs. Clock is winding down. 3 wide set. They're going to hand it off. Morrison tries to get around, but the defensive line right there, Rob Foraker making the big play, and that's going to set up 3rd and 8. And there should be a crap ton of likes on here, but I'm not seeing any. How many do you think we have so far? It's not enough. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you've got your notifications on so you won't miss a minute of SFL and SFLM action and help the channel grow as Sipe drops back looking and tries to find Terrazas. It is incomplete as Pink Lisa was right there to break it up. 4th down.
Well, good job there by Bossier City. They're going to force a punt. That's one of the very few times tonight that Terrazas has not come down with a 50-50 ball.
Yeah, and Pink Lisa right there. I mean, she's been in the league for a few seasons now, but just made a great play. As it is going to bring up K.L. Barrett Jr. I believe it's the 2nd punt of the night. As he's going to try to pin Bossier City deep. They're going to take it from about the 16-yard line, and Dave Axis gets past the 20. And I believe that's Dan Tritz out there making a tackle on special teams.
That was a good tackle there, too, as that will push them back at their own 23, and now Bossier City with another opportunity here to just try to get down the field and make the score a little bit more respectable in this thing with 2:20 to play in the third.
Dan Tritz wanted to get out there and make at least a tackle. He's been talking about tacos all night in the chat. 1st and 10 from the 23. Pickler's going to change the play at the line. Pickler, short drop. He's going to look for the out route. He finds Jeff Banfield, breaks that tackle. Jeffrey Daggs right there to clean it up. Gets a first down past the 40. Nice route there by Jeff Banfield.
Awesome job by Banfield, and wait for him to go out there and still play with a lot of heart, right? He's playing there, not letting himself get tackled on that first contact, pushing forward for a first down. You know, it's pretty easy when you're down in a score like this to kind of just lay down on plays like that. Not Jeff Banfield, though. He's keeping fight.
Yep, Jeff Banfield, 9-season veteran from Nashville and Indianapolis. Played in Nashville last season. There's the handoff to Rob Noel. He breaks the tackle in the backfield, but Daggs right there to clean it up, and that's just going to be a 1-yard run there.
Yeah, nothing he could really do there. Daggs filled that hole very quickly in the Hall of Famers you mentioned. Was not going to miss those tackles much of the time.
No, but I mean, a couple of Hall of Famers in this secondary here for Mexico City, Jeffrey Daggs and Max Jackson. We haven't called his name much tonight. He does have 3 tackles. It's Jeff Banfield motioning from one side to the other. Pickler drops back, and speaking of the devil, Max Jackson coming in free and gets the sack.
Wow, what awesome foreshadowing there, Chad. That's Max Jackson. I mean, Pickler had no time. Jackson darted out of the backfield like nobody's business. Pickler never saw it, and he got absolutely mollywopped.
Big time word there, mollywopped. We got to put that one in the dictionary. As Max Jackson there with the sack. Yeah, absolutely, right on cue. 3rd and 14. Pickler's going to have to make some magic happen here. He drops back. Pressure coming from the backside. He's got to look. He goes short, trying to go with that out route to Banfield, but it's going to be incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that's a good job. Mexico City's defense, I feel like I've been talking a lot about the offense, but Mexico City's defense deserves a lot of credit too. They have absolutely smothered these receivers all night long, and Bossier City's just never been able to really get anything going.
Yeah, Pickler, I mean, 11 of 18. I mean, the numbers are actually not that bad. 61% completion, but 117 yards, 2 picks, as Mexico City's going to take that from the 20-yard line. And, yeah, I mean, and that's one of the things they talked about, right, was, in talking – with, OC Mike Daggs, they said they can't let Pickler have 3 business days back there in the pocket. Said even if we can't get home, we need to make sure that he is forced to get rid of the ball before he wants, and past couple plays, that's exactly what they've done.
And that was they've done that effectively so far. I'm surprised the stats are what they are. I would have guessed they were way worse than that.
Well, he kind of picked it up there in the 2nd and 3rd quarter, as Bentley is going to carry that over to the 8-yard line. So they, on that one drive, he was hitting, Frank, not Frank, but he was hitting Garrison Blue, and Van Calia there was making a couple. So his completion percentage got up a little bit.
Well, Mexico City with a chance here to run some more time off this clock.
Yep, 2nd and 8. 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd. They're going to pitch to the outside to Jacob Morrison. And, man, Freddie Trammell, he got out of the grave after Ray Bentley did it, and Jacob Morrison put him right back in.
Man, that was going to be a negative 1-yard carry, and I don't know how Jacob Morrison turned that into a 5-yard positive, but that'll set up a 3rd down and very manageable now for the Aztecs.
Yeah, I think Freddie Trammell this week is going to have to progress +3 strength, as that is going to do it here for the end of the 3rd quarter. Get your 4s and whatever numbers you want up in the chat. 38-7, Mexico City with a comfortable lead. We'll be right back here on the VFN. And we are back here on the Virtual Football Network. Chad Rowland, P.D. Zeller in the booth tonight. Corey Minner, DJ Kilgannon in the stats truck. Thank you, gentlemen, for all your work. Cameron Irvine doing everything in the back end there, doing all the production and game calling and everything. So there's going to be a handoff there to Ray Bentley as he gets the 1st down. So Mexico City extending the drive.
Yeah, they'll keep it going. That's all they're trying to do right now if you're Mexico City. You just want to keep running the ball, keep the clock churning, and they are well on their way to a 4-2 record, barring the greatest comeback of all time. Yeah,
20 carries for 72 yards tonight for Ray Bentley, 2 touchdowns, just over 3.5 yards per carry. As there's going to be the draw, it's going to be Jacob Morrison with a nice run there. He's going to get his own 9-yard gain. And Morrison, kind of that thunder and lightning, right? Ray Bentley, the thunder, and Morrison, the lightning, pulling that speed there, gets a gain of 9.
Morrison's been awfully impressive so far in this game with limited carries. Anytime he's gotten the ball, it's been must-watch TV.
Got 7 carries for 39 yards tonight for Morrison, 5.5 yards per carry. So you can see how that speed has been working for him. Bentley has plenty of room up the middle, gets the first down and more past midfield.
And a good carry there and another first down. You can just see this bench right here for Bossier City. I mean, they are deflated. This was an old school belt to butt type of game. You know, they have gotten whooped in this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of looked like, a Tom and Jerry cartoon, but we'll see. 1st and 10 here from the 49-yard line as Mexico City going to toss it to the outside. Opportunity there for Rob Foraker to make a play. He was right there in the backfield, but Morrison somehow with the concentration gets a gain of 5.
Yeah, and Morrison's just, he must have covered himself in KY jelly before this game, because anytime they get a hand on him, he is just slipping right out of the tackle and gaining an extra 5 yards.
Extra slippery indeed, I'll tell you, that was just a great run there by Morrison. Bentley's going to try to get to the outside. Bob Funk and Trammell right there with the group tackle, and that's going to be 3rd and 1 here for Mexico City.
3rd and 1, and I think you're going to see the run game here, whether it's Morrison or Bentley. They're feeling pretty good about picking up this 1 yard from what we've seen so far this drive.
Yep, so 3rd and 1. Morrison in the backfield as they are going to give it to Morrison. He's going to try to get past the first down. He does, and runs over. That time it was Michaela Foraker gets run over, and Mexico City extends the drive.
A very good methodical drive here. I can't recall if they've passed it all this drive. It feels like it's all been on the ground, but they're just picking up 4 yards at a time and continuously moving down towards the Bossier City red zone.
Yeah, I don't think they have passed on this drive at all so far. Sight changing to play at the line. The middle of that field is wide open there as Sight maybe tries to sneak it up the middle there for a little bit for a nice gain. Let's see what play call he goes. And Sipes going to toss it instead to the outside to Ray Bentley. Gets a stiff arm on Bogey Barr. He gets to the outside. Gets a first down past the 20 here for Ray Bentley. And that's a first down for the Aztecs.
A great job there by Bentley. And both Bentley and Morrison have been hard to bring down in this game so far. In the first half, we talked about, it was Sipe. They weren't really passing the ball, or they weren't really running the ball a lot. They were passing the ball a lot. We expected it to be the run game coming into this game. In the second half, we've seen that run game. It has been mostly the running game, and it has been impossible to stop for Bossier City.
Yeah, definitely has been impossible, as Ray Bentley now over 100 yards in the game, as Morrison at 48, and it's going to be 1st and 10. As there's the handoff to Morrison. He's able to get the stiff arm around Bogey Barr, hops over to the defender, and gets maybe a yard on that, as the tackle was made there by the defender.
And that one right there, that's still a good run by Morrison. That was looking like it was going to be a 3-yard loss, and he was able to shake out of it and get a positive 1-yard gain.
Yep, 2nd and 9, bunch set they've been normally throwing out of this, but let's see if they have a run up their sleeve. As they do, it's going to be a handoff to Bentley. Tries to get to the outside, but the defensive line was there to break it up. And it looked like he might have gotten a yard or two, but they're not going to give him that. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
Well, the line in this game, Chad, was Mexico City minus 3.5, and I think it's safe to say it looks like they're going to cover.
Yeah, maybe they might cover. I'm not sure. 3rd and 10, 4 wide set here for the Aztecs. They're just going to keep the pedal to the metal here, maybe. Inside the 20. Sipe drops back to pass. He's going to check it down to Morrison, and he gets to the outside, but not a first down, and it's going to be 4th down here, and that should bring out the field goal unit.
And the field goal unit will have an opportunity to make this 41-7. And, wow, putting 40 points up on this defense would be no small feat by Mexico City.
Yeah, the kick is up, and it is good. Coming into this game tonight, Bossier City gives up 16 points per game. That is 3rd in the SFL. So scoring defense is very good here for Bossier City, but tonight, not so much.
Yeah, before this game, they had not given up more than 27 in a game yet this year. And this is easily going to be the most points scored on them, and easily going to be their biggest loss of the year. They lost 23-3 to Albuquerque last week, and that was their previous biggest loss. Right now, they are staring down a 34-point margin.
Yep, as they will take that from their own end zone. That's going to be Dave Axis trying to do the juke move to the inside, gets past the 25 and gets a nice little roll over there to the 29-yard line. And so Bossier City coming out, and I think at this point, PD, you're just hoping to get a touchdown for pride.
Yeah, and it's hard. You looked at that bench, they look very deflated over there. You just want to put points up on the board and just get something positive to build off of. And it's going to be hard at this point, but we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, Mexico City over 400 yards total of offense tonight. Bossier usually gives up 272, which is third in the SFL per game. So Mexico City definitely not only in points, but in yards as well. Just total domination here. As Vin Kelly is going to move from one side to the other, it's going to be a handoff here to Noel. Dags makes the stop, but Fowler there to clean it up. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Noel getting some carries here late in the game. That's a good 4-yard gain, and it is good, like you mentioned, to get confidence. You do just want to get a little bit of that confidence back because, the SFL, life moves quick. They'll have a game next week, and they're going to have to get things back rolling.
That's 2nd and 6 here. Heavy offset eye. Pickler drops back. He's going to look and finds Garrison Blue all by himself, and he gets past midfield down to the 40. And that's going to be first down for Bossier City, and they're going to go hurry up here.
Yeah, they want to quickly move.
Pickler drops back. He's going to look quick, and that's going to be incomplete. That was intended for Adam Williams, the tight end.
And so an incompletion there. But, yeah, they're wanting to move quick here, maybe thinking if they can get the ball back again, maybe they can get a couple touchdowns here at the end of this game. They got a little bit of time left.
Yep, so 2nd and 10. As Noel going to come out of the backfield, lining up in the slot. Pickler drops back, looking over the middle. That is caught. Adam Williams. Nice pitch and catch there for the first down. Max Jackson with the stop.
Good job by Williams making that catch in traffic. Wasn't an easy one.
Offense lines up again. Pickler looking, drops back, and has overthrown. Well covered there was Dave Axis, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We got 2nd down 10. They're getting close to the red zone already for Mexico City, so maybe they're discovering something here with this hurry-up offense that we haven't seen all game.
Yeah, sometimes just a different momentum will help move your team down the field, and they're seeing that right now. Quads look here for the Steamers. Pickler drops back, looking, tipped away. That was incomplete. That was Brody there with the deflection.
Yeah, and that one, if that didn't get deflected, I think that would have had a good shot at hitting Axis, and maybe that could have gone for at least a first down, but nonetheless, it was deflected, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
That was my mistake. Liam Ryan there with the deflection on that. So 3rd and 10, Quads look. As Callia going to be the man in motion. Pickler drops back, looking, and that is going to be intercepted. That is Merrick Itera making the final piece there as Mexico City will take over. And Pickler throwing his 3rd interception of the night.
Yeah, and that's just the last kick in the knee right there to Bossier City. As a great job by Itera making a play on that ball. And now Mexico City, they can just try to run this clock down to 0 and party hard in the locker room after the game.
Yep, so just a nice play there by Merrick Itera. He's been around for quite some time as well, making plays. This secondary is no joke. I mean, this secondary was pretty wild, PD. We'll get into it here after this run as Bentley's going to try to get to the outside, but right there is Mickey McGuire there on the stop. But one of the things about this team, I mean, the secondary for Mexico City, I mean, they give up 244 passing yards a game. They're 22nd in the SFL, but tonight they have not looked like that.
Yeah, they've just had a rough start to the year. I think they're probably messing around with their scheme a little bit, but we know that the players in that secondary it's probably the best secondary in the league in terms of the players that they have back there, and they just got to get in a groove and find their identity.
Yeah, I mean, Merrick Itera, 4-time All-Star, 15 seasons, pretty sure probably will be a future Hall of Famer here in the SFL. 2nd and 8 as Sight drops back, pressure comes to the backside, and it gets home. It's going to be a sack.
Yeah, and he had 5 business days there to make a decision, but he just never saw anything he liked down the field, and that let Stephen Fellows II get to him and take him down.
Yep, Stephen Fellows II there getting the first sack of the night on Jordan Sight. And so that is going to be 3rd and 13 here for Mexico City as the clock continues to roll. as I would assume they'll probably just run it to keep the clock moving. But we'll see what they do.
I don't know. They've been going for the throat. We might see him pass it here.
That is true. Mike Daggs does not let up. He keeps the pedal to the metal. 3rd and 13. As there is going to be a handoff there by Ray Bentley. It's open opportunity. Bentley almost got the first down on his own. Gain of 12 on the run, but it's going to be just short 4th down.
Yeah, and they're going to have to punt it away right before the 2-minute warning, but that was still got a lot closer than I'm sure Bossier City would have liked to see. But nonetheless, they are just kind of a dead dog right now. They're just fighting for pride.
Yep, so that's going to bring out K.L. Barrett Jr. here. As that clock will continue to run. They'll punt it with just over 2 minutes to go. And, you know, this has been a great week of games so far, and it does continue, everybody. So remember, tomorrow night, Week 8 does continue. Headlined by a really great game, 5-2 Carolina, not just because I play there, visiting the most difficult place to play in the SFL, the home of the 5-2 Albuquerque Adams at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Other action includes Pittsburgh and Indianapolis, Vancouver and Arizona, and Washington at Charleston right here on the Virtual Football Network. And so great games tomorrow night. I mean, that Pittsburgh-Indy game might be pretty interesting as well, Petey.
That definitely is an intriguing game, one that I have circled on my docket, and that one should deliver. I expect it to be a lot closer than this one was here today.
Yeah, and Pickler drops back, and oh, that was almost there by Brody. And that's going to be incomplete. I mean, really, if you think about it, I mean, Carolina and Albuquerque should be a great game. Pittsburgh and Indy should be a great game. Vancouver and Arizona. I mean, Arizona has kind of struggled this season, but Arizona is still Arizona. That should be a really good game, especially at home against Vancouver. 4-wide set as Pickler is going to change this play at the line. 2:02 to go in the 4th. As Pickler, short drop. He's going to look quick and finds, that is Jeff Banfield streaking down the side, and that's going to go out of bounds, stops the clock. 1:57 to go.
Yeah, and Banfield there as the 2-minute warning will hit.
Yep, and that is going to be the 2-minute warning as Mexico City up 41-7. We'll be back here on the Virtual Football Network. And we are back here from Estadio Matt Wilson. This is Chad Rowan, Petey Zeller in the booth with you. Corey Mentor, DJ Kilcan, and then the stats truck, Cameron Irvine. Doing all the 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s in the back. As quads look here after the motion, Pickler's going to drop down to Rob Noel, and he gets a stiff arm and gets out of bounds. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and that was a good job there, just hitting the check down, getting out of bounds, stopping the clock as Bossier City's looking to put one on the board here before they, well, take what is a very, very long bus ride back to Bossier City.
You think they took the bus to get here?
Probably not, but it sounds cool to say.
Yeah, it does sound. Yeah, you're right. Pickler drops back, looking, finds his man. That's Garrison Blue inside the 20, and that's going to be a 1st down as they will take a timeout.
Yeah, they're going to take a timeout here, stop the clock, and they're right on the edge of scoring here. Get a little pride points on the board.
Yep, so the clock does stop here as Pickler's going to bring him up to the line from the 19-yard line. Quads look as he's going to send Banfield. Let's see if we see John Fowler there in the middle come up on a blitz. He's going to drop back, so does Pickler. He's looking, and that is going to be incomplete. That was intended for Jeff Banfield, but he was covered. And it's going to be 2nd down.
All right, so a bus ride from Bossier City, Louisiana to Mexico City would take you 21 hours and 35 minutes with no stops.
Man, I mean, that's a lot of time to think about how this game went.
Yeah, I hope they're taking the plane for their sake.
Yeah, I hope for their sake, I hope they're taking the plane. 41-7 here. Bossier City trying to add to that. Drop it back, looking, he finds, and that's Van Callia breaks the tackle. He does get the 1st down inside the 10, and Bossier City's going to call another timeout.
And they're knocking on the door here, and it's important for them to get some positive momentum leaving this game. So let's, for their sake, I'm hoping they get this one in.
Yep, 2nd timeout used there by Bossier City. And it's going to be 3-wide set. Pickler Drops back, the pressure getting to him, and down he goes. That's going to be a sack. That is Sir Ron Yates the fourth there with the sack, and that's a guy who's been doing it for quite some time, formerly from the dangerous Baltimore Vultures when they won 4 titles.
Yeah, and that is unfortunate there for Bossier City, as I do believe that was just their second time out they used. I'm not sure, but we'll see if they can get in the end zone here.
Got 4 wide set. As Pickler looking, and he's going to find Banfield, and they are going to give it to him. He gets the touchdown, and Bossier City, for pride, getting the score.
Good job there by Banfield. That wasn't an easy catch. He was heavily covered there, but he just fell right into the end. That was close. I'm not positive he got that. And
the booth is going to review it. There you go.
Yeah, they're going to review it. Just give it to him, man. just give it to him. There's no reason to take that away.
Yeah, I think at this point, you do.
In all seriousness, though, Chad, I don't think he got that. I think he was short.
I mean, the ball was on the other side. It never really crossed the goal line. Let's take a good look here.
That's
a
not a good angle.
retroactive look. No, that's not a good angle at all. You think with all this modern technology that the SFL has, you get a better camera angle, but maybe not there. But they are going to overturn it. So that is not going to be a touchdown for Jeff Banfield as they take that back. But they are going to be basically like a 2 or 3 sheets of paper thick away from the end zone.
Yeah, just punch it in here real quick. You don't got to be flashy. Just hand it off.
So 3rd and goal. Here we go. Rob Noel to the left side, and Pickler's going to drop back. The pressure coming from Osiris, and he finds Dave Axis. That's a touchdown. Pickler to Axis.
So there they go. They end up getting the touchdown anyways, and that is well-deserved, and sucks for Jeff Banfield, but hey, Dave Axis ends up getting one at the end of the game.
Yeah, oh man, I'll tell you what, that may look like a little push-off there by Dave Axis. Not sure if the refs did not see that or not, but might have been a little inappropriate hands there, or whatever whatever you want to call it. I don't know why I said inappropriate hands. That would have been not even sure what word I'm trying to look for there, PD, but that's going to be kick us up and good.
You're digging the hole deeper here, Chad.
I am digging. You're absolutely right.
But yeah, I mean, to be honest, Dave Axis could have put him in a chokehold and kneed him in the stomach. They're down 41-7. I think you can just let him get away with it.
Yep, so Bossier City's going to try to do the onside kick, and right there is the hands team, and that's Jason Bartley making the catch. And so Mexico City, as we know now, this game is basically out of reach, and Mexico City will improve to 4-2, while Bossier City will drop to 4-3, and so that should move up the Aztecs into the second spot of the division.
Yeah, and this is a signature win for them here today. Winning this one 41-14. They absolutely dominated this game from the opening snap, and the league's going to take notice of what Mexico City did here today.
Yep, as it is going to be down there, and and so you see Larry Love in the game, so they're safe in sight for that, as the Bossier City coming into this game was 13-8 all time against Mexico City, but Mexico City had won 3 of the last 4, and now it's going to be the 4 of the last 5.
Yeah, they really have their number, and for Bossier City, you just got to have a good week of practice. You're still going to be 4-3, still very much in the thick of this playoff race. You just got to put your heads down and get back to work and know that this season's far from over. Don't let this loss define you.
Yep, and so it's going to have to be back to the drawing board here for this offense. Last week they got 3 against Albuquerque. This week, I mean, they got 1 at the end there, but really, I mean, you had 7 points the entire game against this Mexico City defense, who was 22nd in the SFL in passing yards allowed. As PD, let's get your thoughts here of this game tonight.
I don't know how else to put it. Complete domination by Mexico City in this game. In the first half, it was the pass attack. Sipe was phenomenal. Very good completion percentage in the first half. We saw Terrazas have a really good half from the receiver position. And then in the second half, it was Bentley and Morrison, the running backs. They just completely took over this game. And from start to finish, utter domination on both sides of the balls. Mexico City deserved the win they got, and they got it in very easy fashion.
And there it is, as Mexico City, big-time win here at home, 41-14. And going through some of these stats here, Jordan Sipe, 12 of 20 for 234 yards, 3 TDs, especially no picks. at the end of the game, so very impressive for him. Noah Terrazas, 5 catches for 113 yards and 3 touchdowns as well. So Noah Terrazas, Jordan Sipe connection just working. And Ray Bentley, 26 carries for 117 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight. PD, final thoughts?
This game was a very big statement win for Mexico City. I enjoyed being in the booth, Chad. It was fun to get back and do an SFL game. And I'm very curious to see how both these teams respond. How does Mexico City move forward now with a signature win like this? And how does Bossier City move forward after a deflating loss like this?
Yeah, and Bossier City, for them, they got the bye week next week, so they'll be able to, do what they need to do there. Mexico City next week will have a tough battle against the 4-2 DC Dragons in Washington, D.C., so we'll see how they do there. So for Corey Minner and DJ Kilgannon and PD Zeller, that's a chat room. And thank you, everybody, once again for watching the Virtual Football Network. We'll see you again here on the channel. Good night, everyone.